Morning, everybody. Hope you guys are all doing fantastic. Welcome to the stream. Just a reminder, everything we're about to do is just for educational and entertainment purposes only. We do not trade with live funds, and this is strictly just used to demo and paper trade. If you guys can just confirm that you can see my charts now, please let me know. I appreciate it. And we'll be updating you guys as we go forward, going into this NFP release and then a little bit into the New York session. Give me 1 second, I'm going to pop up the YouTube stream on my end as well so I can see you guys. I tend to make my own little background noises as I'm sitting here going around. And then I'm going to have to send out a couple of Discord tags just to make sure everybody is over here as well. Does look live, does look like it's great and it's working. So that's fantastic. Thanks, Peter. I appreciate it. All right, let me go tag everybody on Discord. Almost done doing that. There we go. Last one. All right, we're good. Sweet. All right, folks. Any questions you guys have, please let me know. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry for my bad spelling just now. Let's get it. Okay, so as of right now, and True Algo members, you guys can answer too. It's just the problem is there's a delay with YouTube. So just as of right now, and those of you guys that are jumping in that don't know our system, right now this is neutral. So the N stands for neutral. The reason why we know it's neutral is we haven't hit a box yet from today's print. And you're going to see this across the board on most assets. So the ES on the left side of the screen is neutral. And then, surprise, surprise, the NQ is also neutral. US 30 is trapped in a box and there's no close above or below. So the US 30 is neutral. And then the SQ on the right side, we use this to monitor live market movements. You can see it is neutral. So you put those four together and what do you get? Everything is neutral. So we don't force trades here at True Algo. We trade with confluence and we wait for our ideas to be presented. We don't force things to happen and then create bad habits and losses that we shouldn't have. And so as of right now, this is telling us that we can't do anything for non-farm payroll that's going to release in 10 minutes. But then that volatility is going to kick in and most likely hit a box, close, and then we know getting towards New York open, we're going to have potential opportunities then. But as of right now, there are no potential opportunities on the three main assets that most traders trade, being the ES, NQ, and US 30. And then True Algo members or anyone else watching, the one thing that we are aware about is we do have bearish daily targets on both the ES and NQ. They're on the bearish side, and there's basically, right now if you look up here, there's an 83% chance on both of them that we are going to go down and hit this bearish target during this NFP release through the New York session. So look for these bearish targets where these circles are to be hit. That's the one directional thing, bias that we have going for us as of right now. Over here, this is on the left side of our screen. This is the SPY. And again, we want to do the same thing that we just did on the indexes. So on the non-futures version of the ES, which is SPY, this is also currently neutral. You can see it hasn't hit a box yet. We are trending bullish, but as of right now, it's not hit a box. And it also has those bearish targets. Okay, and this very first one right there has an 80% chance at some point during this NFP to New York session, we are going to get down to that target right there. So please take note of that. There's another one lower, but that one only has a 55% chance, so at least to this target here. The QQQ, this is the non-futures version of the NQ. This one is also neutral. So this is pretty rare to have this many things neutral going into this NFP release. It also has that target 78% chance it'll hit that. And then the good old Russell is the only one as of right now that is in a bullish confirmation. There's been 2 entrances on it, and on that first entrance, that's the average move of 116 points. You can see the average stats are right here. So as of right now, that Russell is still in that long position. So if you're worried about that long position or losing, this is where you can take your stop and just put it to break even, because you're already up on the position. And then if you lose, the worst thing that happens is you're just cut out at break even. Best thing opportunity is just it gets up to our full take profit, which is up here. But again, there's 2 entrances. Okay, that first entrance is on the first bullish close. The second entrance is on that next close right here where it tapped the box. Both entrances, the take profit has to be from the first position. Cool. All right, I'm going to go check on you guys really fast to see if there's any questions or anything before I keep going, before I look at other assets. Morning, Mass. I haven't seen you in a while, bud, so I hope you're doing well. I will get to gold here in just a second. I believe it's neutral, though, once I get there. So on the stock side, we use these 4 stocks to help influence what we're going to do with the indexes. Now, reminder, True Algo members, we already know what the indexes are. Every single one is neutral except for Russell. So before you even look at the stocks, you should be able to predict what they are. And over here, Amazon is neutral, Microsoft is neutral, Nvidia is neutral. So it's not a surprise, right? And then over here, Apple is the only thing that was in a bullish confirmation, but it already played out. And so we're waiting for this candle to close at NFP and then have a potential new position. But right now, all 4 of them are currently neutral, which is not a surprise because all the stocks are neutral, or the indexes, except for Russell. All right, over here on the commodity side, gold, folks. Gold was actually just in a bearish confirmation not too long ago, and it's moved down so far about $5 per ounce. But this is not a valid short because silver is not in a valid short. So again, another set of assets that are currently in the neutral position. Okay, we trade Confluence here, so you can see this is silver. The only way to take the shorts or longs on gold is silver also has to provide a long or short in the same direction. And as of right now, silver is stuck in a box, so we're neutral on those assets. Oil, folks, just like everything right now, everything is neutral. So hopefully NFP is the catalyst that finally kicks us out of this range, and we're going to have a massive trending day going into today through next week. But as of right now, a lot of things are just sitting on that neutral side. Crypto, folks, were able to catch the longs live yesterday on the live stream. And at the moment, right now, Ethereum is trying to put in a bearish confirmation over here, right on this side. And Bitcoin is trying to put in a bearish confirmation as well. And Tether put in a bullish confirmation. So as of right now, crypto is the only one that has those confirmations in place, where Bitcoin and ETH are in bearish confirmations. ETH is in retracement right now, and then Tether is at bullish, so that'll help. Last one is Forex. Sorry about you guys. And this is the more important one because this usually helps with the prediction of what NFP is going to do or any news-related events. And as of right now, because we just hit this box, DXY is neutral, but on this close in 5 minutes, DXY can confirm bearish, which if DXY is bearish, that's what I'm about to say, then statistically speaking, NFP is going to be bullish for everything else. So, but as of right now, DXY is also neutral. We have to wait for that close. But that close is bearish, then that would be a bullish NFP most likely. And then True Algo members, I just want to show you there's a red flag right now. The pound is the same exact potential confirmation as DXY. That means don't touch Forex, at least on the pound. We can see the euro. You want to see the euro potentially putting in a bullish confirmation because DXY is potentially about to confirm bearish. See this green candle? There should be a box under here. If not, then don't touch Forex. Awkward pause right now. Yep, and so this is neutral. Well, no, I mean, actually, the euro is in a bullish confirmation from either here or there. So that's going to be perfectly valid. But you have to have a bearish confirmation from DXY. So if DXY closes this candle bearish, then wherever this green candle is right now, that's going to be a new bullish activation. And then the average move on the euro looks like that. So the average looks great from wherever it activates. So we'll see. Back over to indexes. I guess we can check Russell because that's the only one in an active position right now. Everything else is neutral. And I'll come check on you guys. Let me check the Discord side first too. I don't see any questions on Discord, so we should be fine. Check you guys on YouTube. All right, cool. All right, and now we just have to play the whole hurry up and wait game while we wait for this candle to close. Any questions, let me know. Definitely is one of the smaller lead-in, like volatility lead-ins to this NFP release. Yeah, the best scenario that could happen to us for those of you guys that play the ES and the NQ is we want to push up and then get a bearish confirmation to then come and get to these 83% targets. If we get to them first, then we need to get to this box slightly below them to then get a bullish confirmation. But the better thing would be to go up first, which would match that DXY bearish close if we get it here in less than 2 minutes. And then NFP should do its job. It's one of the more highly volatile news events compared to with CPI and FOMC being the #1 news event to move markets. Yeah, I agree, Marcus. A lot of, like, even FOMC, like, what is it, since I think February, maybe? I think all of the volatility injection events have all been lower. Like, 2024 was the last time, like, we had those massive 120, 140 handle moves per candle on the releases of CPI, NFP, and FOMC. And lately, they've been almost dead. Almost as if the news doesn't exist. So maybe the markets are starting to evolve here in 2025 related to that. Our system takes all those stats into account and does it automatically, which is nice. So that's at least helpful in that sense. And thanks for being on, Marcus, and then all the newer folks that are joining up. We appreciate you. Make sure you guys ask questions here to help. Want you guys to help you guys learn the system as fast as possible in a live setting. NFP is just about to release, everybody. Oh, sorry, let me get over to that. Because none of these are going to be active. It's just trying to see the Russell. If that Russell pushes up to a new high. It might be a little hard to see on these positions. Let me slide these over. It's hard to see those candles. Again, there were 2 entrances. There's the NFP release, and boom, there's your win. Real quick, too. Beautiful. So if you guys held your Russell, no retracement whatsoever, there's your win. Again, average win, 116 points. You have far exceeded that. On the second position, 138 points, and now 161 points. And then if to the wick is 230 points on your average win. Again, low stress trading with True Algo. And we did go to the higher boxes, which I was saying I wanted to happen. And so now, after this NFP release, get a bearish confirmation, and then we can get down to these lower targets by True Algo. But what a win on Russell. Congrats to those of you guys that held it. You'll see what happened with DXY and stuff like that. They actually, DXY moved the same direction as indexes. So if you are a True Algo member, you guys know this. DXY since November of 2024 has chosen, by the way, we never got that confirmation on the Euro. They are still moving the same direction. So when DXY goes up, indexes are supposed to go down. And right now they are moving lockstep with each other. Beautiful. Need to get the NQ's got further to go, by the way. It needs to hit this box, so nothing yet on that one. See how gold and silver responded. Gold did break down. Silver broke down as well. And then we need, we need to get this candle to close bearish. So there's no move on gold and silver. Those of you guys that thought gold would go up, you can see what I was saying earlier about like gold had a bearish confirmation right here with our system. But we couldn't take it, so we don't pick and choose what fits our narrative. Where silver had to confirm bearish, so we couldn't take this idea. But that is a valid bearish confirmation. But for those of you guys that were saying gold was going to go up, do you see how that punished you? that's the best part about our system is like we don't have any bias on like we're like, man, this news event's going to make gold go upwards, or if indexes go up then gold's going to go up. It's like, nah, man, like the best part about our system is it removes all bias and the system keeps us in check. And so hopefully those of you guys that were saying earlier that gold was going to go flying, it is going much further down. So crypto folks, nice little bit of retracement on those positional ideas, and then we can watch that potentially break down in our favor. Stocks, nothing has changed. Everything is still neutral. So hopefully we'll get some new activations here on Apple in the center left. But as of right now, the other three stocks are still neutral, everybody. Make sure on the Russell position, you guys have taken massive profit on that. Congratulations, members that took it. And by the way, the NQ, I am moving fast, just trying to keep you guys posted. The NQ did go higher, and we did get to the box, like I said. I'll show you guys here on the smaller time frame. Just now, on that 1 minute, we got to it. Again, because the ES got there, the SPY, and the QQQ being next, like we need to get to that box above. I don't think this candle is going to close bearish. It could. It would have to retrace the entire candle, which is possible during NFP. But you're going to still be neutral on this close as well, unless we close above the box, because you can't hit a box, close underneath it with the green candle. That means you're looking for longs, and that would not be a valid long. Again, we have rules that we follow. We don't change our rules. It allows us to be very mechanical. Trying to check on everybody on the Discord side. Give me 1 second. All right, back over to you guys on the YouTube side. Sorry. I know most of our members are over here on the YouTube side anyways. I just wanted to type real quick. That Russell still. Look at the take profit. It's so cool too. So like, you got to think, if anyone held this, are you guys okay? I'm going to slide these positions over out of the way so you can see how far we've retraced. Isn't that nuts? So like, if a lot of the prop firms and other things that you guys play, they lock you out the first 2 minutes. So you wait for those first 2 minutes to pass because you have to, and then you jump back in, you get hit on the spreads way higher. That's why they make you trade on their platforms or CFDs and stuff like that. So you get filled like up here, and then it retraces down. And then with our system, you guys saw it live, like again, 116 points. That's the average win already. And then this was that second entrance down there. Either one, that's your take profit or the box, and both of them were struck. And then you saw us do it live about being in that bullish confirmation before the release. And then if you were worried, put your stop to break even. And as you guys can see, that stop was never tripped at break even, which is fantastic on that release of that candle. But if you jumped in late, like the markets are going to punish you. That's what's so good about our system, is that average win right here helps you to take profit rather than holding for the wrong reasons. We want to hold for the right reasons here. So I'm going to get these out of the way now. Congratulations, guys. And then just to show you guys what I was talking about, right over here, that's the SPY. You see the SPY is above the box now above, and then the QQQ just got to this box. That's what I was saying a little bit earlier, that the NQ needed to get to this box, and now the QQQ, the non-futures version of the NQ, has gotten to the box as well. It's fantastic. We want to see them all hitting a box for the potential that we could create a new position here in 10 minutes on that close. And by the way, the SQ for our futures folks, you want that SQ to help guide you on live candles. And you can see right now, it's finally gotten to a box where this is where it's going to take profit and potentially flip markets bearish. Unless it gets below, now we continue pushing up much higher on indexes. So we'll use that SQ going forward. True Algo members. I can check the crypto folks again. Crypto, that shorts on Bitcoin are better now. You got a new low, also going lower as I'm talking to you. ETH, there's no new low just yet, but the bearishness is kicking back in. Again, try to take advantage of that retracement. The average retracement on Bitcoin is 0.3% or 0.3%. I just want to show you like how accurate our stats are in a live environment. So there's the shorts on Bitcoin. The average retracement against you, that means in a live situation, you should expect 0.3% of retracement. I just want to show you how accurate that is. It's accurate within 0.02%. So it's about 98% accurate, 94% accurate. And look, that's where you can take advantage. And if you get in at that retracement point, if in a live situation, you add into your position, you DCA right here. Now your position looks like that, and it's just huge in your favor. Again, that it can be an 8R if it plays out to the full average win down here. And actually, that's not the full average win. The full average win is much further. The full average win is about 1.68%. It would be an $1,800 move, so that would not be an 8R. It would be much wider if it plays out in a live situation. Cool. All right. See, ETH is pushing down now too. See if I can get in a new low. You can see Tether looks beautiful. So congrats, crypto members. In a little bit here, shift or stop to break even to protect your position. Again, those of you guys that were saying gold was bullish, I hope you can see that our system can really help change your focus to not have those biases in your way. Gold continues to go lower and lower. It's over $20 an ounce now, lower. You can see silver starting to get below our box as well for potential bearish confirmation. Stocks are slowing down as expected because we've hit our box above. You can see we're starting to react from all of them, which is great. Would love for this to be the high, get a bearish confirmation, and then come down here and clear those targets like we said earlier on this live stream. Forex folks, DXY hitting the 80% wall, as did the euro. So right here, DXY and the euro, 80% of the time, they will not close further into the green and red box. And now potentially they can have a massive reversal leading into the New York session. Might as well just stay on crypto. Can't do anything. New lows on Bitcoin. The only reason why I'm staying on crypto here, guys, is for 7 minutes we can't open any new ideas. We have to wait for that close, so I'll just monitor the Bitcoin positions at the moment. Bitcoin and ETH on the left side. I'm just glad that we can help you, Paul. Congrats, man. Again, those of you guys that are just here, if I'm boring you with crypto, just let me know. But as of right now, they're the ones in a confirmation, so I'm just letting you guys watch them just to see if the shorts play out or if you're sensing BS. You can watch it live and determine that for yourself. And then reminder, everyone, the New York stock market is not open tomorrow. The futures are open to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, depending on your broker. But markets are probably going to be really slow because the stock market is going to be closed. One of the things that I really like about our system is if I wasn't live right now and if I wasn't playing crypto, we did get new lows again on Bitcoin and ETH on the current candle. But like if I wasn't trading crypto, all I have to do now is I don't have to stare at these charts on the index futures. All I do right now is just set an alert every 15 minutes to come back and check. And so because these are neutral, and they're going to be neutral on this candle as well, everybody, then I don't need to return back till 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So in 20 minutes, because there's a close in 5 minutes and then another close 15 minutes later, there's not going to be a new position created from the current candle because you'd have to close bearish below the box. So it just tells me, hey man, I can now go do whatever I want for 20 minutes, go make a coffee, go for a walk, who knows, go work your regular job, you know what I mean? Like you have time, you don't have to sit here, because when you guys get on those 1, 3, and 5 minute time frames, you're constantly addicted to the chart and you're trying to force moves and the markets take advantage of you. And so it's so much less, it's so much more chill, I guess would be a way to explain it, using our system like this. The Ethereum and Tether are reacting around their opens right now. That's what you're seeing at the moment. And gold just dropping so far. Whew, I'll get you. This target down here on silver is the target for the day that was printed right here. There is a 78% chance that gold and silver are going to push down so that silver can get down to this target. Again, the stats that I'm telling you are not random. They're provided to the members right here inside of the dashboard for the indicator. So let's get silver down to that target. Really nice reactions right now on the SQ True Algo members live. Again, use that SQ from a live perspective to help guide if the indexes have further to go up or if we're going to have a reversal before we even have the close. Kenneth, nothing wrong with saying that your trail got hit too quick. It's all good, buddy. You made $800 on a single play. Do that 5 days a week, and you are making much more than the average U.S. Middle class person on salary. Way more. I mean, that's $16,000 a month. Oh, man. You see that Russell? It reacted so well, man. So well. Trying to get NVIDIA to pop this box on the right side of our screen, then close below. You can see Amazon's reacting beautifully right now. Just trying to see if we can get massive short setups here across the board because everything is still neutral. Apple is at least red, but it would have to close below to be bearish confirmation. So it's all these are going to still be neutral. That's what I was saying. For the index folks, you're going to be a little bored here. I apologize, but there's not going to be any new position. Bitcoin just dumped further. I can show you what I mean. Another new low right there on that 1 minute. If anyone tells you you can't trade crypto on the 30-minute time frame, they're lying to you. It's so much less stressful. Reminder about those bearish targets we're trying to clear on Bitcoin. There's an 89% chance Bitcoin's going to get here. And then for those of you guys that need the exact level, it's 108,230. 89%. And then on Tether, there's a Ethereum, there's a 90% chance you're going to get to this circle target, which is right at 2540. Woo! Percentages up there. Let me get these drawings out of the way, sorry, so you can see it. So New York, bring some shorts for us. Get down to the target. About to have that new close here in less than 2 minutes. Gold continuing and silver to flood lower. Again, watch silver get to our circle target right here. Sakai, hope they're doing well. I just showed gold and silver. They're currently neutral. There were a couple of people that when they first joined our chat, they were saying that gold would fly upwards, and it is nosediving as you guys can see. Congrats, Jeremy, on the Take Profit 1 on crypto. Yeah. Should be a good reaction too from when silver clears that daily target. Gold will pop this box right here. That's one of the weekly zones, and it could find support there until potentially closing lower. Here comes the close on the 15-minute for all indexes and stocks, ETFs. I'll update, but as you guys can see, like you can predict the future somewhat with our system. There's the close, so we're still neutral. We could get a huge bearish move now that gets produced out, but we have to have this candle close red in order for it to be bearish. As of right now, all of these are neutral. You can see the reaction from our box is beautiful in a live setting. We just have to wait for it to close. SQ looks beautiful too, but all of these are still confirmed the same exact thing. They're all neutral. The SPY, this is the non-futures version of ES, neutral. QQQ, neutral. And then the only thing that didn't confirm neutral, once again, remember the Russell just had a 230-point move. The Russell is in an active bearish confirmation. This is what the Russell short looks like. This is the average move with our position. You can see the stop loss would need to be wider to get a little bit above this box. And then the take profit 1 is here. It's where the box gets tapped. The full average win would take us right there. But the Russell is in an active short, guys, from being in an active long that played out. Stocks, we are still neutral on Amazon. Almost got a bearish confirmation on Apple, but it's still neutral. Microsoft is neutral, and NVIDIA are neutral. So we should get some fireworks here on the next close, which is 2 candle closes before New York Open, which is fantastic because we should have activations beforehand. I also like the shorts happening because it's going to help crypto play out to the full positions, because crypto will get an influence from these indexes here as we get closer to New York. You can see silver taking profit right now at our box. Cool. I guess I'll just leave that Russell position up because it's the only one activated at the moment again. going to be a little quiet now. It's probably not going to help anyone who joins and they're like, is this audio working? It's just, I mean, with our system, it's much more relaxed. So waiting for this next close. If you have questions or another asset you want me to look at, or any crypto assets because they're already in confirmations, please let me know. But you can see that Russell short's already going well. So you guys are watching live whether or not this thing works. We don't hide from losses, but Russell about to give back-to-back wins live. And then you're just about to hit take profit one on Russell. Really, really quick, easy wins on Russell. No retracement too, just straight to your take profit. Congrats, those of you guys monitoring and taking it as it goes. Just from a demo and practice perspective, we're just here to educate and entertain everyone. There are no Sakai, but I know you're not a member of ours. I don't think that there is no confirmation. You can basically not ask about gold and silver for the next 13 minutes because that's when we're going to have a confirmation. And then just so you know, the only thing on gold you're going to potentially have is a bearish confirmation. So for shorts, selling gold, because this candle, when a candle closes red with our system, the only thing that you can be looking for is shorts. You just have to make sure it closes below a box. And that's the only way. It is impossible to get a long on gold right now. So in 12 minutes, nothing will change on that. And also, just so you guys know, we don't trade like that, like with the whole, hey, do I go long or short? That doesn't work. By the way, take profit one is hit on the Russell. Signal services do not work. Most of the time, because the people who are giving you signal services are demo trading, so they get filled differently than you on a live broker. Does not work. Russell average win is the next take profit right here, but you have gotten how far already? Has to be right around like 60 to 70 points again. Yeah, 70 points to be exact. Back-to-back wins on Russell live on the stream, and we've only been live for what looks like 35 minutes. So congrats, members. Remember, don't be scared about the volatility, True Algo members. The system is in place. Russell's been a little bit tougher earlier for the past 2 weeks, so Russell can really start to go on a run now for the next 3 weeks as it cycles its chance to be very profitable using the stats. You're welcome, Sakai. Yeah, man, you can also come over to our Discord side, Sakai. Even if I don't know if you are a member or not, it's hard to know because your guys' Discord handles versus your YouTube handles. So feel free to come over there, and you can always ask questions. I'm here to help. The True Algo team is here to help too. But just click this Discord link, head on over, ask questions here and there. But we don't do buy and sell signals because that stuff doesn't work. CJ, congrats on the win on Russell that you took, bud. CJ is one of our members. You can see that Russell run is still going. You can see the boxes are reacting so nicely. There's no confirmation yet, but there is a confirmation on Russell, so you have to flip to an asset you can play because the index futures should move the same direction overall, especially in a news event. This is gorgeous. Beautiful SQ too. True Algo members, that SQ is one of those things that makes that Russell position even better because they're going to react. Starting to get a little bit of take profit now as we almost get to the bottom of the box here. Again, congrats. Crypto folks, just a little bit of stalling. Bitcoin did put in another new low on that minute, and as did Tether putting in a new high. Ethereum is still taking profit at the open. Forex is actually extending into the 80% wall, so if you're a Forex trader, I would not fight DXY here in 10 minutes. That means you should only be looking to short the euro and the pound and the Aussie. So you are only looking for the euro to go lower, which means the Aussie is going to go lower, which means the pound is going to go lower as DXY continues to muscle upwards. Nothing new on the stocks. Yeah, just chill. Yeah, Steven, we don't try to pretend that we are the same pricing system that you have at other places, but my question to you would be this. Do you see what we're doing right now on NFP, like how we're live assisting you and helping you? like helping you on live candles, not sitting here doing the whole let's all get together Sunday night or Wednesday night and just work through backtesting candles in situations that are selected, never at random, to try to show you how well something works, and cherry picking. Here, the reason why the price is what it is this is where you get help on live candles to help. And some people, they just need that person in their ear helping say exactly what they see, but it builds that confidence that they're in the right idea. But we also want to help you learn the system as fast as possible too. And so one of the easiest ways to do that is to have live help. That's what our price reflects. We are not like everyone else's repackaging of the orb or repackaging smart money concepts. We don't do that stuff here, man. So just like we don't offer lifetime memberships, like we are invested in our members. We have to perform. We don't offer you guys lifetime memberships. So like we don't move on to the next person. So we know that if our system is not helpful and successful for you, then you're going to leave. Unlike other places where they don't care whether or not you leave because you bought a lifetime. So we're here to perform every single month that you're here. What is XPT? Do you mean XRP or a different crypto coin? I only say that because we don't have every single crypto coin in existence on here. So that might not be one. Oh, oh man, my brain. I'm thinking crypto. You're talking about, what just happened? You're talking about platinum. Did I lose you guys just now? My screen blanked out. Everybody still here? Looks still good. I feel like my computer just went crazy. I can put on platinum in just a second. I just want to make sure I didn't lose you guys. Yeah, it looks good. Okay. You can see silver reacting really, really aggressive from our box. And then I'm going to put platinum on, but it needs to be the platinum futures. And so you can see it will look similarly to gold and silver. And the thing is, as it pushed down, were there bearish confirmations from our box here to produce these shorts? And you can see we're in quite the conflict on metals right now, because you've got green and red boxes really close to each other. It just means that you're trending bearish on one day and then trending one bullish or bearish on the weekly at the same time. So it just means you're at a catalyst point where starting tomorrow, that the futures versions on metals are going to go in a vast aggressive trend. But as of right now, platinum is potentially wanting to flip into new shorts again, similar to gold and silver, but they're all hitting a box below. But see this box? This is silver on that box. This is gold on this box. They're all trying to find support to then flip longs. But there can't be any long for the next 5-minute close, and then 30 minutes afterwards there won't be any new close till that candle's done. So you just got to be patient. There's not any new move on those. Same thing with oil, folks. It's still neutral on here on oil. Oil doesn't usually move very much during news releases, and we're seeing that take place. Russell take profit being hit. Reminder, True Algo members, you have 2 take profits, right? Take profit 1. I can type this out. Take profit 1, the average win. Take profit 2, the next box. The order does not matter, whichever comes first. That's how the take profits work with the system. So you can see our full average win is 116 points, but you can see in this case the next box being hit from the activation of the short, that was take profit 1. So now you take your stop, you shift your stop to break even in a live environment, and you trail the rest down to try to get to your full average win, or you completely close your position. That's up to you and how you guys want to react on the live situation for the Russell idea. But again, we have 2 take profits, the average win and the next box. It's whichever comes first, and then after that would be the next take profit that's listed. There's no other ways to take profit with the system. Again, trying to make things extremely mechanical and repeatable in live environments. Does look like in 4 minutes that we can get bearish confirmations here on the NQ and the ES. I would really like the SQ to confirm green. Right now it's red. You can see the SPY about to confirm bearish, the QQQ about to confirm bearish. So All those things are agreeing, which we really like. The only thing I don't like right now is that the stocks are not agreeing. We want these four to be flipping bearish as well, and they're not at the moment. Could just mean that we're going to have some retracement on these short activations if they hit here in 4 minutes. Let me read your question. Thank you, Gene. I appreciate it, bud. Thank you, everybody. I know there's a delay too, so I'm sitting here waiting for the message to get through. Not you guys, it's good old YouTube. Okay, given the close on Bitcoin in 8 minutes, does the system state just to open a short and stop above the box? Crypto Nate is asking. Let's go look, bud. Yes. So if you're not in these ideas, wherever this bearish candle confirms here in 3 minutes, then that would be a new position. And then yes, your stop has to be the other side of the box. Our stop is when the play is invalidated. And again, if Nate, if you're worried about it retracing like this, to do that, or if you're worried about it retracing and then becoming a loss, then what you do is enter in a very small position here and then be okay. If it retraces, then you can add in more of your position here really close to your stop loss. But just be aware that if you go into this position and it does not retrace and it just goes here, then it's going to be a much smaller win for you, even though it's going to move very far. So you just have to be able to accept both of those, okay? Russell, folks, one of my macro alerts are going off from Sunday for you guys. That's what that alert is, at 22:51. Here comes that full, this is, guys, back-to-back live, okay? We have not been live for even 45 minutes, and there's, again, I'm trying to show you that our system shows you how to hold for the right reasons. You don't have to go to those small time frames. Look, you can call me out if it's BS. Look, you see the numbers? 116 points. Look at the average win we give you, 116 points. That's True Algo in a live scenario. No BS, no cherry picking assets. That's how you play markets. Congratulations, CJ. I know you played the Russell today too. Huge wins back to back from the shorts, the longs at NFP, and then the only one that activated shorts. And you can see it's so cool too, because like look at all the other assets who are not really pushing down that aggressive in their shorts, because they're not confirmed short yet. But the Russell was. That's beautiful, man. Congrats. You're welcome, Nate. Can you guys answer Steven's question? So, like, Steven, you're doing exactly kind of like, sorry, that English didn't make sense. You're doing exactly what they want you to do when they push out news to make you fearful. So you're worried about what the wars are going to do to price action. Our system is built off of all the stats that have been in every previous war. So like when the Ukraine war started happening, all those things, like our system is built on it, as you guys can see live here with NFP. So when you're scared of the potential of volatility that the news events are going to tell you whether it's bullish or bearish, our system has been fantastic. And that's not just me just saying that, the members can tell you too. You won't have to worry about stuff like that. You're going to be excited for volatility because it will push price action in the direction you want to go. All right, everybody. We did just get a short activation here on the ES, the NQ, not on the US 30. Doesn't mean it's going to be a win like you saw with the Russell. Hold on, that is the wrong position. That was the NQ, not the ES. This is what the average move looks like on the ES. You can see it can getting us down to that target, and then the average retracement is up to 20 ticks or 5 handles to then get down. So the potential for that. The NQ short looks like this. This is what the average moves look like. Reminder, the NQ stop's not going to be wide enough, everybody, because the NQ is dealing with the weekly box. So for me, again, I would look more towards the ES than I would look for the NQ. US 30 is still neutral. Let me get the ends off the screen because these assets are not neutral. The SQ, by the way, did close bullish, which is something that we want to see, everybody. Get this over here so that there we go. And then we are in a new short activation on Russell here at the very bottom, and you can see right now we're retracing. SPY, QQQ, they're all in bearish confirmations. The only thing that's not saying the same thing right now, True Algo members, is the fact that the stocks are not all saying the same thing. So like we do have a bearish confirmation now on Amazon. Fantastic. That's one thing to fit the narrative. But Apple just put in a bullish I don't think it's 3 ticks. Let me see. It is still flipping bullish, you guys can see. It is 3 ticks to be exact. So we will put that on there. It's valid. So bullish confirmation on Apple. See how we're starting to remove the ends from things being neutral? Microsoft is still neutral and Nvidia is still neutral. So 2 neutral and then 1 bearish, 1 bullish. That's conflict. It just means that these plays aren't going to flood straight down in your favor, True Algo members, from a live situation. Try to clean the Russell chart up for you. Get this out of the way. So True Algo members, let this candle retrace a little bit so you guys can take advantage of it. Just because the stocks are all saying that they're not ready to short down just yet. Does that make sense, everybody? Let these stocks start to flip bearish before getting too aggressive in this ES and NQ position. Gold and silver, folks, there could be a long on the next candle close, so right at New York Open. So there's no position just yet. Same thing on oil. Nothing new on the Bitcoin side. Yeah, True Algo members, again, listen to me. I'm going to keep repeating what I'm saying. Let the ES and NQ idea, let this next candle close first, because it does look like we're going to push higher on the stock side, which is going to pull those indexes upwards. It's one of those things like just wait 1 15-minute candle. It's not like the Russell. The Russell didn't have anything in its way because they were all neutral. Again, this is one of those things that help you get from a live situation or live help. Probably going to start doing my weird sound effects. See how Amazon pushed all the way back up, even though it was the only one in that confirmation. So again, it's one of those things that you get help live that I do believe we were going to push up higher or retrace. So now, like, instead of getting in at the initial position on the ES and NQ, you can get in at retracement points potentially. Or just size small so that you can size bigger on the candle close. Forex side. Right now on the Forex side, the only thing that everything is saying is the DXY. Oh, we didn't close in the 80% wall. So when we close inside that green box, you guys see this right here? And then when the euro closes inside this red box, then 80% of the time, this price will go further. Remember I drew that earlier, guys, but look, this is why candle closes matter. This is why we don't operate on small candles, like 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute. You can see DXY did not close above. So there is the potential now that DXY's high is in for the day, and now we're going to do this, which means the euro is going to want to push up. Cool. And then the pound should look similar as well. So right here, there should be a box on the pound, and then the potential that this green candle is going to produce a long position off of it. So just waiting for it to load here. And yep, you can see. And by the way, True Algo members, that's a double stack. Look, weekly and daily. That's one of those times you can have a very, very aggressive move in your favor on the pound. So please keep watching that. Right now, we're just bouncing around double stacks on the pound. You can see weekly and daily stack, weekly and daily stack. Price getting attracted it like a magnet and moving in between it very well. See, all stocks are pushing up, so you're going to see a bigger retracement again on the indexes. Again, from a live situation, I hope I'm helping you guys. Let this play retrace further into the box before jumping in. Paul is asking, can the Russell target 2242? So we just had 2 big, massive wins on Russell, and then that next move here, it would take us down to that target, by the way. The average win could take you down to 2238. But yes, 2242, Paul, would be target 1. But just like you're seeing with the indexes, everything is retracing right now because the stocks are not confirmed bearish, and now the Russell's following everything. And so we want something like this to happen. But wait for this green candle to close and see if we can get these stocks to start flipping bearish. Apple is bullish. That's a big red flag. Okay? And Nvidia is potentially about to flip bullish too. So like the narrative isn't right. As in, you know, people talk about market conditions. In order for you to play New York, you want these assets to match the indexes because they're influencing them. And right now, these stocks are saying up right now, not down, which means the indexes should go up, which you're seeing live. You got to see it live so you understand it. Sorry that the play charts keep moving to the right. So again, let this candle close because either A could become a loss or B can allow you to get in at heavy retracement in your favor, not against you. 8 minutes from that close. So Max, when you're saying for the NQ to drop, the position you've seen draw right now on the screen, that's the average. So we're already expecting it to hit that 22.8 level that you see on the right. Then we have those targets below. But as you can see from a live situation, like I'm expecting us to continue to retrace against the position that's shown on screen before we push down further because the stocks are saying to flip bullish right now. So when we get this close, I'll show you, I know a lot of you guys really like the NQ, you might have the opportunity to get something like this. And then guess what? The same move is still going to be there. So it would be 128 handles on the NQ for take profit 1. Take profit 2 would be our target. That's 155 handles, 176 handles, and then overall a 200 handle move in your favor if this plays out, which is much better than the 5 to 10 handles that most traders are averaging. Again, I am not a signal service. I'm just very vocal on what I see from an educational and entertainment standpoint. The stocks are wanting to go bullish right now, True Algo members, which means the indexes are going to keep going up, which is retracement. So just be patient. Let this candle close before you react. Even the Russell now starting to push up again, continuing it. Let these candles close, guys. We need these stocks to flip bearish, and they're nowhere near it. You can see the SQ2 shifting down back to the box, so we can get continuation higher and higher. And then crypto folks, they're going to react again to what the indexes are showing. The indexes are showing bullish, and so now you're getting more bullish candle forming on crypto. I'm also mindful, Russell, I said it earlier, guys, that we just had 2 full average wins on the Russell. It would make sense now from a statistical standpoint for the Russell to struggle now. You're welcome, Max. I'm still here, just watching the candles, letting them close. We could get a really, really good sniper entry on shorts just by letting this candle close out and getting those stocks to flip bearish. If not, we're going to push up higher, everyone. That SQ is not neutral anymore. It's bothering me. See Russell getting all the way to the top side of the box. Everything pushing up. True Algo members, I just posted a little comment what I was just saying, but now you guys have it in text form about the index plays right now. So again, letting that candle close on the ES in 4 minutes can allow a position like this, which is much better from a stop standpoint, right? Because you would still go to the same averages. You can see that the stocks are saying in no way, shape, or form are they expecting price to stop here. that they want to push up to the next box, or let Apple get to a box, let Microsoft get to a box. Nvidia potentially can close bullish. It just means that the longs are going to keep going up higher, not lower. Two and a half minutes from that next close. Russell reacting nicely. It's also cool what the QQQ is doing with their system. Again, that's not, none of these are neutral anymore. Not neutral, not neutral. All looking for reasons to be bearish. The QQQ with the reload right now. You can't open, by the way, the SPY or the QQQ. You can't open any of the positions on these because these are opened up for options calls as soon as New York opens in 16 minutes. But we want to see that they're producing the same type of positions on that ES and NQ to help that flood. True Algo members, just again, note from a live perspective, we have retraced back to that box. Excuse me. US 30 folks still neutral. And I do want us to stay bearish because crypto folks, the index is going bearish is going to cause a huge flood of shorts in your favor. So lots of reasons for it to continue the way that we're doing. And then if we're following DXY, which is awkward again, but if DXY continues to muscle down, then indexes, if it follows it, that's great, even though we want them to be inverse. But DXY and indexes have not been inversely related now for a while, since November of 2024. Less than a minute from the next close. I mean, Paul, if you're not in anything right now, again, from a live perspective, these shorts are still valid. I'm just trying to, there are times on the live situation where my goal is to help people take advantage of the retracement. So like, even if this is entrance one, if you now take the position on NQ right here, you've already improved that position in your favor because we know what the average retracement is. So now you let that average retracement run against you. The average we give you is 95. It retraced 106. So like right at that 105 mark, you now flip the position into a 5R, a little bit over a 5R. My goal, and there's that close, is to help members understand that if I can help people miss a loss or not to take an entry from practicing and wait for retracement and now take advantage at a better point, then I want to do that in a live situation because I'm trying to use my ability with the system to help note that those stocks were saying higher. And you saw it, right? We already give you that retracement amount. And so you got to think about it. If we now flood shorts in, and then we end up having that win like this, that 95 amount of retracement, you can now add to your average win. So now your average win for this position would be 350 ticks, 355, instead of it being only 260. And what's more important is if this is where you got in right here, now you're reducing your average loss over periods of time, and that's what you want to do. But we're still in valid shorts irregardless. It's just, for me, from a live perspective, I don't like that the stocks aren't flipping bearish yet. So it just means that price can retrace. Russell doing a really good job of holding it short so far. And the next candle will be that New York Open volatility. I am still here, just gonna, might be a little quiet here and there as we wait for the candle to close, which will be NYSE open. I'll keep you guys posted too on all the confirmations. Yeah, you never know how markets are going to react from the news event. That's why our system helps keep that cloud out of the way. Because, again, NFP could be bullish. The predictions could have been even better than what happened, and it misses, and now we're expecting bearish, but price pushes up. So just easier to let the system lead us, because we don't, you never know how the markets, so to speak, are going to take the release. That's why they take advantage of retail traders who think that they can do that, you know. Sorry if my stream looking like that. Let me fix it. Get Amazon to keep stopping here. I like that Nvidia is stopping at the box too. Again, you get both of these to turn around, then they're all fitting that market condition about wanting to be short. I would love for Microsoft to pop this before pushing down, but I'm also okay with Microsoft just going down anyways. Any type of downward momentum, I'm combining words, sorry, is just going to play the shorts in our favor. But as of right now, they're not flipped to that just yet. $10 minutes from the next close. We are still here, just being quiet, waiting for the New York to get closer to opening. Jeremy, thanks for participating in chat, bud. We appreciate it. Same thing with you, CJ. True Algo members, I'm commenting to you guys on that Discord side. I'll keep monitoring those stocks with you guys when they start to flip bearish. Again, right now they're still not flipping bearish. You can see that Apple retraced and reloaded at the box, trying to look for calls right here at open, which for them to play out, the indexes are going to push up too. The best scenario would be a spike, right, with the wick, and then the shorts hold, and then we get something like that to play out across the board. But right now, they're not signaling shorts just yet. So you're going to keep seeing retracement. I'll still keep the positions on there so you guys can see it, but I'm trying to coach you live about that retracement opportunity. Gold could get into a long confirmation here, guys, but silver, again, is causing conflict. That'd be another red flag if the SPY keeps pushing up a little bit and produces long positions, everyone. That would be a flipping of directional bias compared to the ES, NQ, QQQ, Russell, and all that stuff. 7 minutes. Again, seeing those stocks all green, all inching up, and you can see Nvidia potentially about to enter into a call zone right at New York Open, which again would mean indexes wanting to push up, guys, not down, up. Crypto folks, you guys can see you're reacting the same way too. And the index is going to put in potential new high again on this candle. Let it close, man. Let those stocks lead us. The stocks are not open during that Asia and London session open. And when they are, they're going to influence these indexes. Max, we go live pretty much every single day unless we're on vacation. It's like as Dan just said, every single day this week we were live, the previous week every single day. There are vacations scheduled, but we try to let members know so they can be prepared. But even on vacation, we're still posting live in chat. We just might not be able to stream it when it happens. You guys see the stock still pushing up, True Algo members? Again, indicative that the indexes aren't ready to break down just yet. Yeah, True Algo members, this is one of those times that like New York Open can potentially offer a really good opportunity, or just wait one 15-minute candle close after that open if you're not in it. Unless you're going to take the sniper entry and push for an immediate push down. Again, these stocks. I know I keep bringing you guys back to them, but just what they're saying at the moment. Size small. Look for a bigger opportunity later. We still have plenty of reasons to go down. It's just they're not going down on the current candle because of the stocks. About 4 minutes exactly till the next close, everybody, which is going to be that New York Open. And then True Algo members, I'm watching for that SQ reload. That SQ pops that box and holds and pushes up, everything's going to push down. If that SQ during New York Open pushes below it, everything is going to push up. Again, we want to use that to our advantage in a live situation. US 30 folks, you might actually get a long confirmation here right at New York Open. It's a very small little opening spot, but there's a potential, which should obviously would be in conflict of what's going on at the moment. You guys see the non-futures versions continuing to push up. You can see the stocks are all pushing up like we were saying. Again, indicative of the potential shorts not going to play out. This is that live help we're trying to give.
And that Apple holding strong. It's going to keep pushing them up, man. New York in about 2 minutes. Short still active on crypto. Bigger push up here on Amazon. You can see now Microsoft, big bullish move too. So again, everything airing on that bullish side here. True Algo members, I'm hoping this is helping live so you don't jump the gun too early. SQ's now gotten back to the box, everybody. You can see the SPY is about to produce calls right at New York Open. QQQ is still in the area of retracement. All four stocks that we watch, guys, are all going to be in calls right at New York Open. Less than a minute from New York. Russell's still doing a really good job of holding its own against this bullishness right now. Comes that New York pop here. Crypto, you guys are holding fine. There's New York Open. See if the Russell holds as well. Again, in calls now on SPY, which is the opposite of what we're looking to happen, which is why you're seeing those indexes fail. See how the guys still pushing up? Again, let this candle close, man. I keep telling you guys, until these stocks change. Look, see the stocks? Calls on Amazon, beautiful. Apple, beautiful. Microsoft, beautiful. Nvidia, beautiful. That's why the index play is not a good idea. Hope that helps, guys. Can cause this position. That way you can avoid it. You can see the SQ extending down further too. We are in a long position on US 30. It's a very small. To zoom in like crazy to show it. Right here. Bullish confirmation. Average on US 30 looks like this. See that SPY position? Yeah, man. You can watch crypto, you guys are going to react to it as well. See how they're pushing up, so crypto's going to push up too. They all follow the same price. Russell's still holding surprisingly well. Just has it's just a little bit slower momentum because it's the smaller stocks that move it. See in Amazon going parabolic. And then True Algo members, this is such a good opportunity to watch this one back. It'll be saved on YouTube so you can watch it whenever you're at your leisure. See, stocks continuing to push up strong means indexes are going to keep pushing up strong as well. Does that make sense, True Algo members? Again, trying to avoid that position against you, and then now let the SQ flood all the way down to the next box. And that's why that US 30 peaked up, hit the almost 50% point, and now pushing down. Gold and silver are reacting the same way as indexes too. Oil still not a single position on the live stream so far, still neutral. And then gold and silver still neutral too. Again, we need them to react the same direction. SPY still going really well. Nvidia starting to react a little bit. Microsoft taking profit too. There's nothing to stop Amazon and Apple though. Again, you might see a little bit of dilly-dallying retracing here. You can see that the ES has gone all the way to the weekly box too. And then this is where it can turn around and have huge short wins. We also have a stack box here, True Algo members. That can help. Again, those stocks really helping know where we're going. Cool. I'm going to jump off now. We've been on for an hour and 20 minutes. True Algo members, come over back to the Discord side. I might jump back on there here in just a couple of minutes to help guide as we get to that next candle close, okay? So come on over to Discord, and I'll jump on live there so there's no delay.